Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome on this beautiful winter day. And thanks to everybody who braved the rain to come out in person so that I could gaze upon your smiling faces. And I'm Yvonne. I am the platform assistant today, and I
lands of the Nisenan people, who have lived in relationship with this land for countless generations. We honor their enduring presence, resilience, and deep spiritual connection to the earth. In gratitude, we honor this land, its beauty, history, and the people who have always protected it. Back to you.
welcome. We can find you. We invite. Welcome.
Yes. I wrote to me of what really matters and who I really am. And I want you to join in with me. 2, 3, 4. Sky hands out, ready to serve. The newsman here to love. Hands out, ready to serve. My heart's full, here to love. Eyes up, seeing my friends and neighbors. No matter what the newsman says, I'm here to love. I am here to love. I am here to love. I am here to.
All those negative ions or something, like jazzing us up. It's the indigo. We are indigo children. All right, for our invocation today, we have a beautiful poem. Donahue. Where's Jerry when you need him? The heart, where your thoughts never think to wander. This beginning has been time it has run, still unable to leave. Seduction of safety, wondered, would you always live like this? Then the delight when your courage and dream. A path of plenitude opening before you. To the grace of beginning. Venture, hold nothing back. Lull senses the world that awaits you. So today we'll fuel our evolution. Amen. Thank you. Thank goodness I have a bouncer over here. Not bouncer. Spiritual bouncer? I don't know. All right, let's say it together, shall we? And with whatever's in your heart, just let that flow through. Bathed in love, prayer with that intention, and we anyone. We affirm the awakening of Christ consciousness in every heart across our nation and all nations. We see through the illusion of division and anchor in the truth of oneness. We witness the harm of misguided power and affirm the potential for transformation in all hearts, including our leaders. We hold space for justice, awakening, and right action. We hold in light all individuals, families, and communities impacted by the illusion of separation. We joyfully embrace our sacred role as a beacon of light, especially for families and those seeking belonging. May they find what they seek here. We are a sanctuary of healing, joy, and spiritual nourishment. Here, all are welcome, and all are valued, and all are loved. We bless this land and all lands. We honor Mother Earth, and our actions show our love and gratitude. Love is greater than fear, and we are love in action. With courage and grace, we align with divine love, wisdom, and peace. And our faith statement, please join me as you like. There is only one presence and one power, active as the universe and as our lives, the all-loving goodness of God, and all is well. Thank you. And now we have Joe Darby reading the daily word today.
Good morning, everybody. It was a pleasure being a greeter this morning. I felt this one. Okay. It was a pleasure being a greeter this morning. I appreciate everybody's moisture that has been given to me today. The word of today is healing. Taking good care of myself supports my healing. Sometimes it is hard to say no to friends, family, work, church, or volunteer organizations I care about and want to serve. But when I am overextended and depleted, I don't do my best, and I may put my emotional, physical, or mental health at risk. Taking on too much and saying yes to every request may be a sign there is something deeper within me that is out of alignment and need of healing. Perhaps I am feeling fear of judgment or a reluctance to disappoint somebody. I heal when I slow down, pray, and welcome God's grace. I treat myself gently and make time for relaxation a priority. Secure in divine love, I know when to say yes, or for my well-being, to kindly but confidently say no, not this time.
Thank you, Jill. I think one of my favorite jobs is the greeter. It's the funnest job around. You get lots of hugs. So thank you. Well, it's a time in our service for our meditation. Meditation is a fundamental practice here at Unity. And science shows that regular meditation literally changes the shape and function of your brain. The higher functioning parts grow and the primitive parts shrink. And also, there's a release of a lot of yummy neurotransmitters when you meditate. Meditation is like going to the gas station and fueling up. So today's meditation centers around the energy of imagination, a really fun energy. Some say that imagination is the energy of creation and inspiration. So now I invite you to get comfortable in your seats. Close your eyes if you like, or soften your gaze. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Release any tension being held in your body. Consciously relaxing your body parts. Placing some awareness on your breath as the air moves in and out. Appreciation as an aspect of meditation also creates similar changes in the brain. I invite you to allow deep appreciation that you have for something in your life to enter into your awareness. Allow the energy of that appreciation to fill your entire body, mind, spirit complex. And take another slow, deep breath. And now I invite you to summon the help of your guardian angels or guides or ancestors in whatever way that resonates with you. Ask to receive the energy of imagination. You might say, I seek imagination energy, or fill me with divine imagination. And with each inhale, open even more to receiving. You don't have to do any work other than ask and remain open. Let's spend a few breaths in this space. And gently notice how your body feels now. How does the energy of imagination feel in your body? Where do you feel it the most? What is its quality? Become familiar with what it feels like to enter into the state of imagination. And before any creative adventure or important discussion, try to remember to help your mind, body, spirit complex enter an expanded state of consciousness that is full of imagination and appreciation. And take another slow, deep breath. And we close this meditation by giving thanks. Mother, Father, God, great Spirit of all imagination, we thank you for our time together and for unity in the Gold Country. And so it is. Please take your time coming back to your bodies. You may stay in this peaceful space or sing along with our next song.
How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle, and how deeply you're connected to my soul? How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle, and how deeply you're connected to my soul, and how deeply you're connected to my soul.
Beautiful. First time the three of them are playing together. Gorgeous, right? Gorgeous. First of many, I'm hoping. Today we're talking about imagining what's possible and faith in motion. Just taking you all in for a moment. Taking the rain in, landing with you all. So, life constantly invites us to move from being at the effect of circumstances to being in creative partnership with Spirit, with what's happening, with what I want to create. And we're going to explore how imagination, endurance, openness, and vision work together as divine qualities to awaken us to our potential. And this is our 6th week on this book. How's the book? Yeah? Getting some good stuff out of it? Eye-opening, awakenings? Yeah, and today we're doing chapters 20 to 25, I think, or 24. The first chapter is called The Power of Imagination, and what Martha's talking about in that is we use our imagination all the time, and a lot of the time it's worry, ruminating. I don't know about you, but if I start ruminating, it's like a pinball bouncing back and forth, doing, 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 and it tilts. You know, I tilt at some point, just like I can't handle this anymore. That's a mindfulness bell for me. And generally, when I'm in that place, I'm the victim, and I'm being victimized by a person, place, or thing, or situation. So how do we shift from imagining against ourselves to imagining for life and vitality and purpose? Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, he taught that imagination is one of our 12 spiritual powers of human. And that's worth a deep dive, and so we're going to dive deeply into the 12 powers next year, so stay tuned. So he says that the ability to shape substance in mind before it manifests form. So in Unity, we talk about mind, idea, action, and what they're calling mind is actually infinite potential. It's like the supermind. It's like collective consciousness and beyond, like the big soup of infinite potential. So that's mind. And then the second part is idea. And what we do with idea is we start to limit infinite potential with our imagination. What could be possible? And sometimes it's automatic and subconscious, and it's reinforcing old beliefs that we have. And sometimes it's like, oh, I'm going to be more intentional and turn the bus and do something different. So we've got mind, infinite potential, idea starting to limit and focus, and then action is the manifestation of that. So we could have a whole series on that, but that's a little bit of what we're talking about today. So instead of being at the effect of, we can shift to what's possible. It's a door opening. What's possible? Because I don't know about you, but my mind thinks it knows, and it's terrible, and that's the only possible way it could ever happen. So what else is possible is a real nice antidote to what if it all goes wrong? Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose something, or I'm not going to get something that I want. When our imagination aligns with divine mind, it becomes a force of creation, innovation, and renewal. So an affirmation can be, I use my imagination as a channel for divine creativity and good. So I use my imagination, your turn. I use my imagination as a channel for divine creativity, and all good. Right on. So we shift into chapter 21. Hang in there. This is about resilience, persistence, grit, endurance. So this moves from I can't, and I've had this posture before, so it's very natural for me, and moves from I can't to I am uncommonly equipped. I am uncommonly motivated. And Martha Creek, the author of our book, Presence and Potential, she says that I can't is the salute of the victim. I can't. And we just like crumple, oh, I can't. It's too hard. Believe me, that's from experience. So Martha says that being uncommonly motivated to see something through, that's what we can attach ourselves to. And I would go further and say, and we can borrow it from other people if we don't feel we have access to it. Or we can ask somebody to remind me of my uncommon motivation. Remind me of my uncommon, how I am uncommonly equipped for this. And we do that for each other, right? So when the path seems very long, we remember that grit is not grinding. It's not grinding. It's grace and helps us go forward. Gives us some steadiness as we go forward when we feel unsteady, when we're embarking on the new opening, the new beginning that we talked about in the poem. Another thing that can support you in this is letting your why draw you towards it. Purpose magnetizes and fuels endurance. So if my why is big enough, it can pull me towards it. And it doesn't have to be big, grandiose, like I'm going to save the world, because that's, it can be, I'm going to save the world by being kind to the cashier today. And I don't feel like it, because I'm cranky. That can be your act of endurance. The next chapter is be willing to learn. And this one is tricky, because I don't know about you, but I think I'm open-minded. I think I'm teachable. I think I bring beginner's mind to everything. And yet when there's conflict, within or without, am I really being teachable? Am I available for what's happening? So willingness keeps us alive and expanding. We're growing or we're not, right? We're sliding. So willingness keeps us alive and expanding. And I know, I'm not a big fan of air quotes, but I'm using them right now. I know shuts the door. And that's using imagination too, right? It's like, oh, the universe is like, all right, your wish is my command. You know? Got it. All right, you don't need me. I'll just be over here eating some popcorn, So a major pain point is what I talked about, which is believing that I'm teachable while resisting feedback or challenge or change or newness or new choices, and thinking I've got it all figured out. Meanwhile, I'm like frustrated and angry and need to cry and I can't. So what we want to do is shift from control to curiosity. Being willing to learn means I'm shifting from this need to know, this need to have it all figured out, to need to know how it's going to work, to being open and willing, to being open and willing to be challenged by life, to being open and willing to a new idea and a new choice. And if I'm over here, I got nothing. Well, that's not true. I've got the same old, and that's not fun if I'm in pain. Willingness is humility in action, and it keeps the channel open for divine guidance. And I want to read something here that I think is just so good. This is from that chapter. So she says, over time I realized that I don't know is my only reality. I don't know is my only reality. The difference between feeling this is a burden and recognizing it as my reality is stark and profound. I don't know, and I don't mind that I don't know. Take that in. Whew. I don't know, and I don't mind that I don't know. Some days, yes. So asking, what is life trying to teach me here? Or what if this is for my awakening? Or what new can I invite with this? Or how else can I be teachable here? And you know, when Gay and Katie were here a couple weeks ago, one of my favorite things that I use from them, and we mentioned it kind of briefly when they were on stage, was I am willing to learn everything I need to learn about, and that blank there, that you fill in worry, fear, thought here. I'm willing to learn everything I need to learn about the plane crashing. And then the next part is through wisdom rather than experience. Through wisdom rather than experience. Like, I don't have to experience a plane crashing. I'm open to all, I'm willing to learn everything that I need to learn from that, and I'm happy to osmose it. I'm happy for it to come down through me, easy, simply, and pleasurably. You know, that's one of our affirmations here. I'm willing, I'm open to it, and I don't have to go through all that. Please. That's my prayer. So the next chapter, have a clear vision. And I will be honest with you, I'm not the greatest at this. Let me reframe that. It's something in the past that I've criticized myself for not being strong enough in. That's more true. Because I do have vision. We all have vision. And I was measuring myself against other people's visioning and realize now that that doesn't work for me. All right, so reframe. Have a clear vision. Vision gives direction without rigidity. How many of us have had goals that they didn't fulfill? And then how hard were you on that, about that? Yeah. So this is where, you know, like the plane on an autopilot is off course 90% of the time. It's constantly redirecting. And, you know, when we're sailing, we're tacking to meet the conditions, to meet the wind. We're going back and forth. We're not going in a straight line. How many of us want to just, you know, be here and then there in straight line and easy and simple and might, you know, maybe I'll do it really well and I look good in the process, it'd be a bonus. Vision gives direction without rigidity. It's a map that guides but doesn't confide. So it's the star to which we set our vision, our sights, and we incorporate what comes along, right? It's like doing a budget. This is what we think we're going to spend, but it's kind of an act of fiction, and we adjust. And, you know, I have a background in documentary filmmaking, and I went to school for that, and we would have to bring in our scripts of the documentary. It's like, okay, that makes no sense, because I have no idea what the person's going to say in the interview, and I don't have any idea about this and that, but it was like a place to start. And then as we step towards it, we could adjust our sails. So it's clarity enough to start and being flexible enough to evolve. So Martha says, pause, purify, and break out of old patterns. Who and what do we want to be? Who do I want to be? And that can be a great start for my vision. It can also be, what qualities do I want to experience and express? And that can be a great start for the vision. I want to feel connection, love, support, like I matter and I'm making a difference and giving impact in the world. That's a great place to start. And that can be our guiding star. So vision aligns with imagination. It aligns with willingness to be aligned with divine order. And vision is imagination anchored in faith. Faith, spoiler alert, is the first of the 12 powers that we'll be studying in January. So vision aligns imagination and willingness with divine order. Vision is imagination anchored in faith and the ability to see beyond appearances. Faith. All of these require faith, right? Not knowing. Faith. And I don't know about you, but my mind is like, well, I'll have faith when I know how it's going to turn out. That's not how it works. So I had faith. Some of you know this story. I went to Seattle Unity on accident. So I'd never been to, well, that's not true. I used to go to an AA meeting at a Unity in Chicago. That's how I first learned about you guys, and I would fill out the prayer requests and put them in, and then I didn't know anything else about the place, which are in the back, by the way. So I was trying to track down a friend who wasn't getting back in touch with me, and I knew he went to Seattle Unity because his partner ran the bookstore, and I was like, okay, I'm going to find him. And I walked in, and I was like, oh my God, this place is amazing. They had tapestries and altars and really inclusive. All the world's major religions and many of the minor ones. And I was like, okay, these seem like my people. And I started going to service. I often went late, because that's how I was. But I went, and to those of you who come late, great, I'm your people, even if you're only here for the last 5 minutes and then you get donuts afterwards, that counts as far as I'm concerned. So I'm sitting in the meditation portion of one of the services. I'm brand new, or pretty brand new, and I hear inside of me, in 5 years you're going to be in Unity Village. And I was like, I don't know how I knew, but I knew that's where their ministry school was. And I was like, not this one, nope. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me with this big thing, but I'm not interested. And I ignored it for 10 years, and then it, as guidance does, it tapped louder and louder, and then I was like, okay, I really like the names of the classes that they have, and so I'll just start with the prereqs. And I did that, and then I went through them super fast, not intentionally. It was I was like, I could take 5 years to do this, I'm good. But I did 18 classes in a year, that's a lot. Because alignment just kept happening. And I was like, okay, so this is me following the breadcrumbs, right? And listening and having some faith that even though it's ridiculous what I'm hearing, I'm gonna act on it. And then I got accepted to ministry school. And I was like, okay. All right, well, that's great. I'm going to learn. This is going to be another degree or certificate that I can have, and I like degrees and certificates, so that's cool. And maybe I'll start a nonprofit when I'm done, and that can be my ministry. I can express ministry through there. But, the process is really intentional through ministry school because they want us to be leaders and not out here smearing our unhealed stuff on y'all. So it was really great evolutionary process for me to burn these things, to alchemize, to invite, to make friends with the bits, the unlovable bits. So I'm getting on the bus, I'm at the hotel, getting on the bus to go get ordained, and lo and behold, I meet Jerry. And he plants the seed. And I said, oh, that's nice. I'll tell some of my friends about it. I think they'd really like to be the minister at that church. And And then, now I'm here. So that was faith in action. And I didn't have necessarily a clear vision of I'm going to go be a pulpit minister. It was, I want to go and uplift and have what I have valued, uplifted, enjoyed, and effective with those people around me. And y'all fit the bill. Yeah, so thank you. That's for you guys. Truly the most spiritually and emotionally evolved community that I've been a part of. And I've been a part of a lot. All right, so I want to read one more thing here. Be willing for a vision to be as clear as it is, and or get clearer over time. So it's prerequisites. Okay, we'll do that. Apply. Okay. Keep your eyes on the vision and keep going in that direction. Be aware that you're well equipped and fully supported in navigating any of the winds between point A and point B as you move in the direction of your vision. So we can ask ourselves, what kind of legacy do I want to leave? And that doesn't mean I want them to build a university in my name or a library or that kind of legacy. It doesn't have to be huge. It could be like my friend Felipe, who died at 36 very suddenly. And every person who got up to speak at his celebration of life said, Felipe was my best friend. What kind of legacy is that? Gorgeous, Or my mom, who the one person at her celebration of life, I had no idea who it was. I knew who everybody else was through stories or whatever. And he got up, because we asked people to write on the, fill out a name tag and then put how you knew my mom, please. And he got up and he said, I sat there at the name tag table and I thought, how can I put on a name badge, I met her twice and my life is completely altered for the good. No libraries, but that kind of impact. That kind of legacy. So what kind of legacy do I want to leave? And then, is what I'm doing today in alignment with that? Is what I'm doing today, are my actions, are my behaviors, are my responses in alignment with that? And this is not an opportunity for shame and blame and guilt. If we're wired that way, everything's an opportunity for shame, blame, and guilt. But I invite us all, when we realize, what I'm doing isn't in alignment with what I want my legacy to be, what do? We adjust our sails, right? We tack, we come back. As Katie Hendricks says, we commit, and then we recommit. And then we recommit, and then we recommit. Because it's not ever a tick box exercise. It's not ever, I made the commitment, and now it's committed forever, yay. We make the commitment, and then it's not if, but when we shift away from our commitment, we recommit. We adjust the sails. We come back into alignment. And we can leave that blame, shame, and guilt over there. We can have that be the past. Okay. That's how we used to roll. This is my new choice. So, imagination births responsibilities. Perseverance keeps us steady in uncertainty. Willingness opens us to learn and evolve, and vision provides a direction and for coherence. So we want to use our imagination in service of spirit, our own Christ consciousness, the divine good. We want to stay with what matters and remain teachable and keep our vision aligned. Aligned. We live as creators. Say it. We live as creators, not victims. You don't need to say that because that's done. We are instruments of divine possibility. And so it is. All right.
Thank you very much, Anand. And I'm going to back up just a bit because I forgot to announce that our prayer chaplain today is Carolyn Holman. And she's available at the back after the service for anybody who would like to receive individual prayer. And we have prayer request forms located on the table outside our doors if you would like to fill one of those out. Our chaplain group here will pray over you and your loved one. And then the prayers are sent to Silent Unity, our 130-year-old prayer ministry at Unity Village in Missouri, where they will continue to be prayed over for another 30 days. And now it's time for our love offering. We know that many people give electronically, but as the basket comes before you, I invite you to just put your hand over it and give a little love and appreciation to Unity in the Gold Country. And if you have change on your person, our Change for Change recipient this month is the Food Bank of Nevada County, who for 37 years have been providing food for those in need. And please join me in saying our love offering blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and so it is.
All right, this is a song by Denise Rosier, and it's called Spirit is in This Place. And I think we have the words, so if you know it and you want to sing, please sing along. If you don't know it, sing a little louder, because the more voices, the better. It sounds great. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have come together as a family. We have come here as we are. We have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit is in this place. We sing in celebration. We sing with words of prayer. We affirm all life as sacred. We declare that peace is here. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit is in this place. Yeah, 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 yeah. is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit is in this place. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bonnie. It is with love and gratitude and appreciation that we participate in the law of circulation with you all. Thank you for supporting your spiritual home. Thank you for helping your spiritual home expand our reach in widening circles of support out in the community and in unity worldwide. We bless this and we bless you, and let this, your generosity come back to you 10,000-fold. Wow. We had a members class yesterday. And if you have FOMO, fear of missing out, and you're like, I didn't get to go to the members class, fear not. We'll have another one in the spring. We generally do it spring and autumn. Do you want to come on up? So I'm going to call the people up who are our new members, and we're going to give them a certificate. And I have, great. This just in. Okay. I can hand them the books, honey.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Or, yeah, takes a village. Great. Thank you. So, Andy, are you here? Andy Sparkle? Come on up. Yay. And Gina. Come on up, Gina. And Sue. Sue. And Carol. Yes, please. And Georgia. And Deborah was here, but she generally dances on Sundays. Yeah, okay. And Judy, come on up. And Auntie Marmar, please. And Patty. Edward is upstairs. We're blessing you up there. Thank you for holding down the love stream. Anadi, you're here too? Yay, come on up. We have Mary Weber and Glenda. I thought I saw Glenda. Come on up. So come on up on stage and we will bless y'all. Did we have fun yesterday? Did we learn some stuff? Yeah, and we had a good time. Rev Joe and I got to play together, and he's a great playmate, so we had a grand old time. All right, so will y'all help me? Do, 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 do. Come on up. You can hug afterwards. Come on up. Did we miss anybody? Our highly sophisticated system. Okay, so let's all raise our hands. We love you. We bless you. And we appreciate you. And we behold the Christ you are. And so it is. Thank you for being new members. Woo! Ooh, doesn't that feel good? Ooh. Yay. And one of the people up here came Saturday to the first service and was here yesterday. Wow. That's commitment. All right. We have our silent auction is here and in full effect. Yay. How awesome is that? You can make your bids. They're all up there. It closes next week. Before service, is that right? Yes. It closes before service next week. So get it in today and then double check and make sure that nobody bumped you out. Come a little early next week and make sure you... Bidding wars, I heard from the crow's nest. Bidding wars. That sounds fun. Bidding wrestling, let's put it that way. A little less violent. Okay. There is some amazing stuff. There's classes, there's artwork, there's crafts, there's furniture, rugs. If you need it, we might have it. All right, and then the food banks are requesting stuffing. So let's go big with the stuffing. We've already had 1 or 2 deliveries to the food bank, because did you see it last week? It was both bins were overflowing on the floor, Okay, so let's go big with the stuffing and any other nutritious food. The tapestry team will be meeting here on Wednesday this week at 11 a.m. Anybody who's a sewist can come. Yeah, that's the new word for it. It's non-gendered. You're welcome. So if you want to sew or you want to be a part of the designing of the 12 power tapestries, please come. Please come. We'd love to have you. Also, Christmas decorating team, it's time to gather. We're almost at Thanksgiving. Can you believe it? Wow. So we want to spruce this place up even more with the holiday spirit, and things are being finalized for the date, probably between the 1st and the 4th. So if you'd like to help, there are sign-up sheets in the back. Please avail yourself. Also, we have 12-step programs here. How cool is that? So we've got women's ACA, we have general ACA, and we have AA all here. And you can find out about that by looking here, take a picture, or in the newsletter. Now we're announcing it as well. We'll have our sound bath with Susan on November 20th. Yay! And amazing Teresa is doing another hypnotherapy. Her monthly offering is also on the 20th, 5:30 to 7. I think we've got all our announcements. All right, so special thank you to Yvonne. Thank you for being a great platform assistant. Y'all are great platform assistants. Yay. Thank you, Kelly, Tom, and Walter, up-leveling our music. Thank you to Joe and Mary and all the people who are out there greeting. Appreciate it. The ushers, Teresa and Bonnie, Chaplain Carolyn, Hospitality, Rhonda and Georgia, Sound Ed, thank you. PowerPoint and LoveStream is Edward, but he's got like a whole bunch of people up there that he's training. Yeah, expanding people's technological savviness. And it's a lot easier than it was thought. Am I right? Okay, I'm getting conflicting reports there. All right. We'll just pretend like I didn't ask. The gift shop is Jeannie, the altar, Sydney, and children, Sandy. And Casper and Sandy, why don't you come on up? And we will say our prayer for protection with me as your heart guides you. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, because I am, and all is well. And right before you guys start, Casper, do you want to share anything that you learned or got to do today? These things?
I have both of them.
You have both of them? Can I read them out?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. 2 of them. I make good choices. I'm going to file that one. That's a good one to have. All right. I am proud of who I am. Yay. I'm proud of you too. All right, let's take it away. Thanks for coming up.
wait, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. I started wrong. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Love is but a song we sing, fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring or make the angels cry. No, the dove is on the wing, you need not know why. Come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some will come and some will go, we shall surely pass. When the one that left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song I sing, you must understand. You hold the key to love and fear, all in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both, it's there at your command. Come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. And I said, come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Right now, right now.
Yay! Let's go smile on each other and be a blessing to every life we touch.